Hey guys, so it is your mascara honey, Nikki here to show you guys how to do highlight and contour. So I posted a video the other day, not a video, I'm sorry, a picture the other day, and you guys went crazy. You were like, oh my gosh, I love it, how do you do it, blah, blah, blah. So I'm gonna show you really quick. Try and do it very quickly. I've got all my arsenal set up here. I'm also gonna add a little bit of strobing on there for those of you who don't know. So the highlight and contouring is what you want to do is lighten up the areas that you would normally want to draw attention to. Like under your eyes to make them brighter, sometimes most of the time the bridge of your nose, up on your forehead area. So you kind of want to make, when you're contouring something, you're making it look like it's sunken in. So your cheekbones, you want to contour your cheekbones. You're going to contour the sides of your nose. You're going to contour up on your forehead, down on the bottom of your chin. And I will show you guys how to do it because it's very easy. It's very quick. There's not a lot to it. It just looks like it's a lot. Two things I'm going to say. One thing, get your primer, right? Because if you don't have your primer, this is not going to look good. Just doesn't. I'm sorry. Brushes. Haha, you need brushes. We have lots of brushes. Here's a foundation brush. This is a liner shader brush. And here's a powder puff brush. This one I use all the time for my bronzer. I also use it to sweep on some pressed powder, which I'm going to do at the end. Sometimes my face will get a little bit too dewy, too shiny, and I'm not crazy about that. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. If you don't want the dewiness, then you put the powder on top of it and it kind of settles it down. Now, the other thing I'm going to tell you I'm using a pigment called Angelic. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. Angelic. Okay, so I'm using one of those pigments to strobe, and the strobing basically is highlighting more areas. It's kind of like illuminating them. So it's kind of like you're using like an illuminator or something like that brings it out even more. So I'm going to show you guys how I do this. Now I've got most of my stuff here. Here's my little blending bud. I need a new one. This guy is looking pretty beat up. I use it daily. This is awesome. If you get the blending buds, you get two of them together. Also, if you really like this look, you can get the highlight and contour set. It comes with the blending buds and your two different colors. You're set. I mean, it's a great thing. So we're going to put the primer on first, right? One little squirt. Okay, you see, it's like a silicone base. So you're going to rub it on your hands, and you're just going to rub it all over your face. And I already did my eye makeup because I actually had my face makeup done too, but I got out of school early, so I decided, I know you guys really want to see a video, so I rushed home to do a video before I have to go to work. So that's that. So you take the primer, rub it all over your face. You let it sit for a little bit. You want it to sink into your pores. The whole idea of the primer is it kind of settles into the pores and makes that like a flat surface so that when you put the makeup on, it goes on your face smoothly and you don't have the little bumps and crevices and all that mess. Because we don't want all that. We don't want to show that. We want to show flawless skin and all that good stuff. So, how do we use the blending buds? Okay, so you're going to get these little blending buds. You get this one and you get a pink one, which is a smaller one. I use the purple one all the time. So what you do is you wet it, get it nice and wet so it's heavy, and you squeeze out the excess water, and then you take a paper towel and just kind of pat it so it's not soaking wet. You don't want it soaking wet when you put it on, but you want it damp, okay? So, we are going to start with the highlighting. My color is normally honey. So what you should do, what they say to do, is you do 2 shades lighter than your normal color and then 2 shades darker than your normal color. So you can really see the difference in the highlight and contour. So you don't want to get shades that are too close together because then you really won't see much of a difference. So I'm going to use my first one. This is cream and this one is caramel. Okay. Our BB Flawless Cream. Now what I normally like to do is I'll take my wrist and I'll just put the cream, the BB cream on my hand, just like that, okay? And then I take my foundation brush and we're gonna take it and take it on our hand here. See, I'm just kind of, okay. Now, you're gonna go underneath your eyes, okay? And you're gonna go down your face. And I want you to make like a triangle. I don't know. The goofier you look, the better your contouring is gonna come out. That's what I've noticed. So you wanna put this right underneath your eye. And you just want to kind of dab it in there, okay? And this is really fun to do, like when your husband or significant other is home, and then just have him walk in the bathroom and catch you doing this, and then he's like, oh my goodness, what are you doing? My husband asked me, he says, are you getting ready for war, dear? I said, yep. Makeup war, babe. Getting ready for a makeup war. So you're just going to take this, and I'm just kind of, it doesn't have to be perfect because you're going to blend it. But this here is all you're doing with the highlighting is just kind of going underneath the eye and down the face, okay? Then you're going to take up here, you're going to do like a half moon shape on your forehead, and you're just going to kind of bring it down just like this, and then fill it in, and then slide it down the bridge of your nose. I look pretty ridiculous, don't I? I love doing this. It's so much fun. I actually, for those of you who know me personally, know I'm kind of a goofball. So I'm pretty funny when I do this. I actually, you know, make noises and act like an Indian and be silly and like I don't know. That's just me. So you don't need a whole lot. I have not put more on my hand. Then you're going to go on your chin, right where that little chin bone protrudes out, and you're just going to kind of pat it on there, okay? And right in the center, your Cupid's bow, which is a little piece between your lip and your nose. That's called a Cupid's bow, okay? Now, everything that I want to bring out, I've highlighted. We're good to go. Don't have to do much more. Now, I always start with the lighter color first. I start with the highlighting first, especially if I'm only going to use one brush. That way, I only have to worry about it being light on there. Now, I'm just going to put it in water and just kind of wash it off a little bit, try and get the makeup off of it. And I have a little towel here, which I don't know. I think it's my husband's. He'll probably get upset because I'm using I think it's a work towel, but I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm just drying it off, so it's good to go again. And then I'm going to take my paper towel, and I'm just going to wipe off my BB cream that's on my hand. Because I'm going to put the darker color on it now. So here's my caramel. Here's my caramel color. You're going to put it right on your hand again, just like that, right? Just a little bit more. Sometimes I use more of the dark color. The light color seems to show up a lot faster, I don't know, than the dark color. So I like to use my dark color. I put more on my hand. So now we're going to contour the areas that we want to have sunken in. So we're going to go right along where your cheekbones are. So if you do this with your lips, make your fish face. Follow that line right there. And that is where you want to contour. You're going to contour here. You're going to bring it up towards the top of your head, all the way around, because you want the back of your head to kind of look like it's sunken in the front, so it looks more chiseled. Then you're going to come back down here and connect it. Then you're going to come on the bottom of your jaw and draw that line down there, okay? Then we're going to contour the inside of the nose. So I'm just telling you what I'm doing before I do it, so you kind of have an idea of when I do it, what I'm doing, okay? So first I'm going to do my cheekbones, so I'm going to suck it in. Ready? And it doesn't have to be perfect, because you're going to blend it, so it doesn't matter. You just want to make sure you got enough on there. That's all. I know you guys are laughing right now, because this is pretty funny looking. I know. things I do for my makeup peeps. I hope that these videos help you. I hope that this makes you not afraid to play with it, and that you feel like, you know, you can try different things, and, you know, don't be afraid. Makeup is fun. It's not supposed to be, you know, see how I'm going up towards my head? Oh, sorry, I didn't want to go there. I'm doing this, again, I'm doing this in my camera, so it's a little off here. Okay. I think I got some cream on my, and you're just gonna go over here. Now notice I'm not doing it too dark, just enough to show a line. Oh goodness gracious, crazy girl over here contouring everything. You would think this would be easy doing this in your camera, but it really isn't. There's a lot of extra. Okay, now you're gonna take it and you're gonna go right along your jawbone. Just like that. So you kind of make, I don't know, you're making like a, I don't know, funky E, I guess. You got half of an E going there. And then you want to go on this side and do the same thing. Down your jawline. All the way down. So now what this is going to do is make your cheekbones and your jawline look more chiseled in. So you're going to have more of a, I can't look at myself without laughing right now. Oh, this is so much fun. Did I ever tell you guys, like, I love doing this. This is so much fun for me. I just, you know, I just love playing with makeup. I love to experiment. I love to play and see what I can come up with. Now, I'm going to use a little bit more, but I want to dry it off, my brush off a little bit, because I think I got a little bit of cream color on there, and I don't really want to mix it because I really want to make sure this is good. So I'm going to take a little bit more on my caramel, and like I said before, guys, it seems like the darker color you have to use a little bit more of. So you're going to do the same thing. You're just going to dip your brush in there. See how I'm dipping it in there? Now I'm just doing the tip, because what you're going to do is you're going to come right where your eyebrow is, and you're going to come straight down your nose. Just like that. And then come under your nose. Same thing on the other side. Come straight down your nose. So what this is going to do, it's actually going to make your nose look smaller. So those ladies that have issues with bigger noses, this is going to make your nose look more, it'll just make it look smaller this way. I can't help this. I have an Italian nose that's not going anywhere. So, but if I had a wider nose, that's the word I'm looking for. If I had a wider nose, this would make my nose look way smaller. You're giving the eye, and you're just going to kind of go under. You're basically tricking the eye to think that, you know, it's smaller than it really is. So that, my peeps, is how you do highlight and contouring. Now, to blend it all out. So you got your blending bud, and we've already wet it. I've already started it going. It's a little damp, okay? All I'm going to do is I'm going to blend out my highlight color first. And you can see you're just getting rid of the harsh lines. And just kind of, and when you do this, you're just stippling it. You're not rubbing it on. These are meant to just kind of, you just kind of push it around. And what this does is it pushes the makeup into your, it just pushes it into your pores and into your skin. So it doesn't look like you have makeup on. It just looks like you have this beautiful, flawless finish. Now, why am I using the white color first? Well, simple. Because I don't want to do all of it at once, because then I'm going to get like a muddy finish. And I don't want that. I just want to show the highlight and the contouring, but I don't